That's better. Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Small microphone fail there. Forgot to plug the damn thing in. This is Quivs. You're watching Quivs Does Stuff. A keep the lights on stream. I realized once I made the title that kind of could refer to behavior in Phasmophobia, but actually no. What I'm referring to is I've been busy with moving house. I'm mostly in now, but I've still got a lot of bits and pieces to do, and as a result I haven't had a lot of time. But I'm literally making time for this stream to keep the lights on the channel, both Twitch and YouTube. Basically just to add content. So I'm going to do something for a bit so that I'm not just missing for ages. I have taken like a 6-month break on the YouTube channel before, but I don't intend to do that. This is supposed to be a short hiatus. Once again, I must apologize for this super echoey room. In the previous stream, my inaugural stream in the new house, I did comment about it, but my brother, who was commenting on Stream Live, said, no, it's not a problem, it's okay, blah, 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 blah. And then I heard it back for the first time the other day. I just got a new TV. Very cheap, very, very cheap TV, but big and 4K. I don't expect it to last long. But anyway, I was testing out some of the web functionality, and so I loaded up one of my videos and just to check what it was about, and watched the most recent one, and oh my god, is it echoey. It is echoey as hell echoey. So I do apologize. I will be doing something to rectify it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but yeah, it's not a permanent thing. Something will happen. What is going on? Why is there no sound? Is there no sound, or? Yep, Windows totally did not change over to my headphones, despite the fact that I'm wearing headphones. It's been doing this a lot recently. Let's find the right ones. That one. There we are. Now you can hear as well. Excellent. Beautiful. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Oh, so echoey. So there are a few things that I can do. I can actually put proper reverb panels in, which is one of the things that I will do. But in addition to that, I've got this giant window with a main road pretty close by, and sometimes there's some serious traffic noise in here. So much so that the windows even vibrate. It can be a bit of a problem. So I need to make a window plug, which is essentially like a giant piece of wall that you sort of slot into the giant piece of wall that you make on like MDF particle board, and you attach to it insulation and stuff, and it kind of slots into the hole, the window frame hole, and soundproofs that window for you temporarily, and then you can take it off. I have to go that route because I don't own this place, I'm renting, so you know there's limited amounts of things that I can do. Other things I can do is put better carpeting in here. I was thinking maybe getting a tapestry, which is kind of a weird thing to say at my age. Lovely tapestries. But a tapestry would be a big piece of fabric that could absorb some sound. We'll see how we go. Something will happen. Hey, Jonathan. It's not 4 in the morning. I am streaming at an odd time for me. Well, no, actually, this is pretty regular. On my days off from work, I normally do try to stream at something in the afternoon. But yeah, a bit of a weird one because it will be... I will be here for a while, but yeah, it's an odd stream. I might not be back for a while after this stream, just because of the way things have worked out with work and with moving house. I've just got so much to do. There's so much stuff. I finally got the kitchen cleaned today for the first time, so I can actually see my bench tops again.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
There was just so much stuff in there. James Miller.
Some notes on the whiteboard if you need them.
Escape the ghost during the hunt. Alright, we can try that.
There's been no reports of violence or
Let's see if
sightings,
we've
but
got...
please
Ooh,
remain
is it
careful.
foggy out there? That looks foggy. 8:23 p.m. So whereabouts are you from, Jonathan? 8:23. That sounds like East Coast America? Maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing. Just on the basis of people that watch stuff. The largest audience in the world. Is that a ghost orb? Oh, Saskatchewan, that's right. Yeah, my old best mate moved to Kelowna. I have no idea where that is in relation to Saskatchewan, but that's like not that far, isn't it? Aren't they both near Whistler? Or have I got my geography really, really wrong? Let's just do that quickly. Aha, there we go. Right. It is very hard to... No, orbs are super bright in the mist. So it should be like glaringly obvious if we've got a corridor ghost. Or, you know, a ghost in front of the static cams. But yeah, so I'm still busy with stuff. The house will be shown off to a certain extent because I've been flying my drone around the house as well. Yeah, Kelowna. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how you spell it. Yeah, so I've been flying the drone around the house, and I've done so in stages of moving. So there's like the day I just moved in, and then a couple of days later when a few bits of furniture has gone in, and a few days later when more furniture went in. And so you can sort of, there will be a video that will basically show you the house as I move in and fill stuff into it. But it's not quite there yet, it's coming. It's foggy and snowing? Oh, I forgot to check where the breaker is. Oh, that's in Vancouver. Ah, alright. Yes, just goes to show I know nothing about geography. I know nothing about geography in Australia, and I've lived here for 30-something years. Yeah, I'm just bad at that, so don't take offense. It's not that I don't care, it's just that I'm really bad at it. Actually, every Canadian I've ever met has always said that Australia is a hot Canada. Like, the people are very similar in temperament, and we have similar likes. I must admit that's like 5 or 6 Canadians, but yeah, they were all very pleasant people. Alright, James, where are you? Can you give us a sign? Can you show yourself? Can you make a noise? Ring a telephone. Maybe turn on a sink if you're in a bathroom. Give us something, because otherwise I'm wandering in the dark for no good reason. James Miller. Was it James? Was it Jim? Jim? James. I don't think Jim's in the game. It'd be good if there was a Jim. He's dead, Jim. That is the second shortest quote I know of. I am eventually going to have some audience participation stuff, but especially a lot of my audience is from the US or from Canada. The ping is really bad. Like trying to play, because I'm in Australia, trying to play cross continents like that, the lag is horrible. So I intend to do it at some point, and we'll try it, but if it works out really bad, then I might have to say, okay, yes, I'll play with the audience, but I'll try and play with Australian audience because it'll just be a bit better. I didn't turn that light on. You in the foyer? Foyer ghost. Cool. Bananas. Maybe there's a... I've never seen the board, but the board is supposedly in here sometimes. Oh. Hi, how are you? Foyer or library? One of the two. That is cool. Totally in the library at the moment, aren't you? Let's see if I can get a photo of that without failing. I tend to fail that a lot, but... Photos. See? Foyer ghost. And it just threw the breaker? No, just threw the light switch. That's cool. Yeah, the ping can be really bad, and I mean the lag, especially if the ghost is in different spots for the host and the player, it's kind of impossible. But we'll see. I've got a few other people from Australia that watch my channel as well, so we might play with them too. But we'll probably give it a go anyway, and maybe it'll just be funny. Like, we'll just laugh. I'll put up all the equipment, and hopefully I'll live. And then if you're still willing, well, you guys can just laugh off the fact that the lag is so bad that it's almost unplayable. Yeah, so that's on the cards. I was going to do that with Minecraft as well. Open up my world to multiplayer when I'm sort of more finished with it. It's touching a lot of light switches. Okay, no orbs. Is it in the library? It is in the library because it's freezing in here. It's not freezing outside, it's freezing in there, so it's the library. What other ones were there? There were a few other games that I wanted to play multiplayer as well. I've always wanted to play Terraria with people. So I was thinking of making a world and seeing how that goes multiplayer. But again, yeah, lag issues. You kind of have to find people that are local. I think it's EMF 5. We've definitely got freezing. I didn't see orbs. Left the light on. So we won't see orbs. Yeah, dots, always a possibility. Terraria is a great game. I've actually started playing it again, which is ridiculous. Because there's very little I have left to do in Terraria. I'm down to 1 Steam achievement. I just have to do more angler quests. Once I've done more angler quests, I'll be done. Oh, for those of you on Twitch, you won't be able to see the YouTube chat because the YouTube chat doesn't get streamed to the screen like Twitch chat does. So yeah, I'm chatting with someone on YouTube. If you'd like to see that conversation at a later point, you'll have to jump over to YouTube. Over 2,000 hours, wow. I don't think mine's that high, although I haven't checked. What is my Terraria hours? 638, so I'm only at 400. 640, 400. Jeez, that's not even close. I think my highest used to be Team Fortress, but it might be Ark now. I'd have to actually go check. Alright, well now I wasn't watching the dots, so I don't know if there were dots. Let's try a EMF reader and a spirit box. No, let's try... We'll leave the EMF. I'm relatively sure we've got EMF level 5 from what it looked like on the thing. That is my Twitch. Yep. Thank you very much. That's much appreciated. Getting closer and closer to being an actual affiliate and, you know, being able to do all those subscriber things and stuff that people like. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitch as long, but I kind of like it now. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Did you leave? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Are you French? No. Right, I don't know if it's still in the room. Is it still freezing in here? It's not freezing in here anymore. It's moved. So the easiest way to spot freezing is really to look downwards, and in the bottom left of your screen you'll always see the breath. Well, it's easy enough for me to see YouTube or Twitch, but at the moment I'm having a conversation with someone that Twitch can't see. So yeah, if you chat in Twitch, it appears on the screen because I've got an overlay thingy, and then people can actually be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. Because otherwise they have no idea. I'm just basically talking to myself. But that's 90% of my streams anyway, just me talking to myself. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal because that's what normally happens. So that, I will take the EMF reader. That still massively looks like EMF level 5. If it was, it's a Jin, Shade, or Oni, or the twins. Aha! I could be looking at twinsies. Yeah. See, so now it appears on the screen and will be visible on the video for anyone to see. But yeah, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Yeah, mine is slightly different. I'm Quibs AU, and Quibs does stuff as my YouTube channel because it's more specific. But yeah, Quibs AU is just in reference to the fact that I'm Australian. A lot of people are like, is that because you think you're gold? And I'm like, no, it's Australia, man, come on. It could be Austria as well, but yeah, we generally go by AU. I don't know what Austria goes by. Might be AU as well. Now, it was freezing, so I'm looking for a room that's freezing, not just cold. Where's it moved to? You in this room at the moment? Not this phone. Are you back in that room? Is there a phone in the library? Damn it. Oh, just threw something somewhere. Wait, why am I not getting any EMF? Pretty sure that book's not normally on the floor. Not another classroom over, is it? Alright, now you're touching a door. Was it this door? Have you gone all the way around the corner? Damn it. Where's this ghost? I think it's too long now. I think it's too late for the EMF. These could be twins, and I could be getting... No, they both leave EMF. I'm pretty sure they both leave EMF. Interesting. Yep, that's definitely a door over here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so you're over here now. Are you in the room? You're in this room. This room is now freezing. Okay. I'll leave that there because I'm actually looking for the... Damn it, I could take a photo of that. Let's grab these two. Quick enough for a photo. Not quick enough for the EMF though. No. Is that the wrong phone again? Is it ringing the phone through the wall? I know that's a thing that they do sometimes as well. Damn. Oh. Right. James. I don't know where you are or what you think you're doing. He's definitely moved. Ghosts don't move that often, but this guy's definitely moved. Oh yes, the camera. I didn't see orbs, but he moved. So did he move reckon there might have even been dots just on the way in there, but I'm not sure. Alright, we'll leave it in the dark. Leave the camera there. Yes, I play League as well. I haven't played in a little while, actually. I had my last game recently. I don't have one on me. Around the time of Worlds, actually. I haven't played in a little bit just because I've been busy moving and stuff. I tend to play League of Legends in big spurts where I will play for like 3-4 hours, probably more. And then, you know, I'll do that every day for a couple of weeks. And then I'll stop playing it for like a month. And then I'll pick it up again. I had a crack at Ranked for the first time in years recently. I made it to Silver 4, which is sort of about where I expected because I'm not that good at it. I'm alright. I enjoy it, but I'm not actually good at it. But yeah, I do play League. I very much enjoy League. I'll probably have a look into Arcane as well, the new TV series. Jinx is one of my favorite characters in game. Probably Morgana and Leona are my favorite to play, but Jinx is an ADC that I can play. And yeah, Arcane obviously sort of ticks some boxes for me in regards to that because it's got Jinx in it. So, all right, we're still freezing in here. It's still freezing in here, so it must still be around. I don't think it's touched a door or anything recently. Hey James, you want to give us a sign, buddy? James, where are you? Hey Jimbo. Yeah, it's pretty popular, even amongst people that don't like just the general anime crowd are kind of into it as well. It's got a kind of unique art style, unique in that most people haven't seen it before. But as far as it's been on the splash screens of League for a long time, so and it is interesting to sort of see the new lore. Not to mention there's the new Caitlyn rework. I think that the same voice actor from Arcane is now the new voice actor. Yeah, this is totally EMF level 5. Okay, those two aren't, but those two look like twins. I think we've got the twins again. So what would it be if it was the twins? The twins would be... we've got freezing, and I reckon we've got EMF 5. The twins would be Spirit Box. Ooh, I haven't got a Spirit Box yet. If it's EMF 5, I'm looking for fingerprints for a Jin, dots for an Oni, and ghost writing for the Shade. Alright. Let's watch these dots for a little bit and see what happens. It is only professional, so the ghost shouldn't move that much. Oh, there he goes. Totally just threw a book and gave me dots. So assuming it's EMF level 5, we're looking at an Oni. Now I haven't got EMF level 5 yet, but it does look like it. Because if that's not the twins, then there's not a lot of things that can leave spikes like that except EMF level 5. So he's just left the room. Because I got that one motion sensor that's giving me a clue. So what else do I have to do? Capture a photo. Escape the ghost during a hunt. I generally try not to do the hunt ones because they're dangerous. But we might give it a go. What's my sanity at now? Okay, so we're pretty high at the moment. So I'm going to put some smudge sticks and a lighter in there so I've got them. And then I will get some more cameras and try to get some photos. It's an Oni, so I can get footprint photos. So we'll do a few of those because those are easy and you know, worth good money. I'll try and get a ghost photo. It's been really hard to get a ghost photo since the new update. It changes everything. All right. So right here, near the temperature sensor, which the thermometer, which I can see because of its nice green light, so I should be able to find it. And then Assault and a camera. I've already got the UV light. And then we'll turn some lights off and see if we can do an actual escape. I don't normally do every objective, because normally I'm trying to just get our traditional high school level over with, and then go on to new maps and new challenges, like doing Nightmare Mode or the Maple Lodge campsite, because that was new and stuff like that. But recently I've been trying to actually get the money at high school, because it's a medium map anyway, and it's worth the dollars. So okay, so we're gonna go in and out. He's got to step on that. That is assuming he's still in the room. Yeah, it's still freezing there. Ah, I could have taken the photo, but I panicked. Oh well, at least now he stepped in the salt. Cool. That's one full camera's worth of photos. So we went footstep, 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 footstep. Excellent. Yeah, I often have things on while I play League of Legends as well. Some of my favorite Discord people. If it's real late at night, I'll probably be watching InSim or checking if Psycho's doing something, because those are the guys that I watch to find out what's going on in Phasmophobia. Like, they normally know the most. Psycho, because he does actual experimentation to make sure that he gets things right. Oh, there should be another camera in there somewhere. Oh well. And yeah, InSim, just because he's like the highest level pro player, and the developers actually consult him on things. So like, if InSim is playing it and exploiting it, they generally get rid of the ability to exploit that, whatever it is. So things like hiding places, certain hiding places have stopped being hiding places because InSim hides there all the time, or they're the ones that got blocked first in in professional and nightmare mode. So yeah, I generally watch them while doing things, and that's pretty much with most games. Unless I'm streaming, I will be playing and watching something. But in my case, it's normally just something like, whatever's on Amazon or whatever. Actually, I'm rewatching 30 Rock at the moment. I love that show. I think it's some of Alec Baldwin's finest work, which is, my favorite movie of all time was The Hunt for Red October, and that's Alec Baldwin, a very young Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin. Ah, dude. At least the breaker's right here. Right, it does want me to be hunted, and I do want to get hunted at some point too, but... Come on, step into salt. I'll try one in the room. Maybe it's wandering around the room as well. Unless it's left. I haven't seen it trigger the motion sensor, and it was in there last I looked, but I did go back to the van for another camera. I didn't hear it while I was in the van. Maybe it moved while I was on the way back, or while I was on the way there. And now it's somewhere else. James Miller, where are you? Give us a sign. James Miller, show yourself. Give us a sign. Where are you? Still freezing in here, so this is still the ghost room. James Miller, where are you? Jimmy Jim Jim, where did you go, buddy? Walk through the dots. There we go. Took a walk down the corridor, huh? Alright. Now I think that actually fills up my book. Yeah, but I can still get the ghost photo as an objective. Even afterwards, it's still a doable thing. Because the ghost photo doesn't actually have to appear in your journal. You just have to actually take the photo of the ghost to get the objective. It's definitely one of the hardest objectives. James, can you please appear to us? Give us a sign. Show yourself. Where are you? I'm going to try smudging. That's that EMF level 5 I'm looking for, so what's his face confirmed. And I think he's just left the room. So wanders around that corner and then comes back, so I'm going to wait for him to come back. Yep, he's just done it, and I'm going to smudge him. And then I'm going to see if by smudging him, grabbing this camera real quick, I can get him to appear. James, where are you? Give us a sign. Show yourself. And then I'm going to have to go and get another smudge stick. James, where are you? James Miller, show yourself. Give us a sign. James Miller, where are you? James, I know you're in here because you just left the dots and you haven't triggered the motion sensor to leave. James Miller. Knocking on the window. Not bad, James. James Miller, give us a sign. Show yourself. Where are you? James Miller, show yourself. Show us. Give us a sign. Oh, I think he just left. Alright. I'm going to go get another smudge stick. I think I've still got the lighter. Yes, cool. I'm going to get another smudge stick, and we might just do the hunt one and maybe give up on the photo. Ghost photos are super hard to get now. The fact that when a ghost event happens, the lights flash and stuff like that, it's just harder to actually find the ghost for the few brief seconds that the ghost is sort of present. Alright, we're getting low sanity, so I should be getting hunted soon anyway. And I think, what's my best bet? Make a run upstairs? Probably, because down here is not going to work, is it? Could just go into the library. It's not a bad hiding spot, the library. But no, I think we'll make a run upstairs. So we'll get him to hunt, and we'll go upstairs around the corners and then hide in the classroom once it happens. Alright, James, I know you're here. I don't think this counts as the dark because the light is on, so I'm going to turn the corridor light off as well. Yeah, so I don't do hunts often because, well, they scare the hell out of me. You know, you're risking death. But it is better for the watching audience to see you get hunted as well. Alright, James. Oh, he's gone either in or out. I don't know which at the moment. I should have put some more motion sensors up as well, because then I'd know for sure. But he's going to hunt soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on the stairs, because I don't think he'll hunt from the stairs. He should hunt from there, or even in the corridor perhaps. And then I can call and make a run for it and save the smudge for if I really actually need it. And if I don't need it, I should be okay. I need to make sure he's actually chasing me as well, because otherwise it doesn't count. James Miller, you getting ready for that hunt, buddy? Should be any second now. I've been in the dark for a little bit. I think I'm going to go hide in a toilet cubicle. That'll be one of the best ones, because I break a lot of corners by doing that. Okay, he's in the room, because he's ringing the phone, so that's good. Double ringing the phone, he's getting angry. My sanity is pretty low, so he will become more and more active the lower my sanity is. Yep, playing with the door. Come on, James, you've got to be close now. So Onis, I believe, are the ones that get more active when people are actually nearby as well. So he's in the room because he hasn't come out. I haven't seen the motion sensor trigger. So hopefully he'll start his hunt from within the room, which would be good because I'll get a nice shot of him coming out the door and then I can make a run up the stairs. Oh, nope, now he's left the room. So now he can start hunting from the corridor somewhere, which would be a problem. I'm still not entirely sure how it works. Does he... there's been... In the past, I've had evidence that the ghost starts its hunt from sort of a range of where it currently is, because we've had ghosts that were triggered motion sensors in a downstairs location and then immediately started a hunt from an upstairs location, like within seconds. So I've seen that happen, which it makes me believe that the ghost's current location, when it spawns a hunt, it just spawns, it starts like a new, it teleports to a location within a certain range of its current location and then starts the hunt from there. But I'm not sure, I don't know exactly. It just seems to fit with the behavior that I've seen. However, that was many patches ago and things might have changed. That was before like ghosts. All right, James, come on, come and get me. Where are you, James? There he is. Oh crap, he's gonna find me. Oh, must have been just a really short hunt. But okay, that definitely worked. There's no way that didn't work. Yep. So just the photo, we didn't get the photo. The photo's super hard because I am not as good at other people at picking up and dropping items, so I don't want to risk sort of having a smudge stick somewhere and a camera trying to get a photo of the ghost while he's hunting, because that'd be the easiest way, and then trying to do a runner. Instead, we're going to call that good. It's 3 of the 4 objectives. We do know what kind of ghost it is because we did absolutely get that EMF level 5 in the end, and we got a lot of footstep photos. We got 1 failed photo, and then just a buttload of footsteps. Didn't find the bone, but that's pretty regular for high school. It's just too big. So let's call it there, and we'll move on to our next map. And I'll drink some more of this coffee. There we go. Wasn't only 240. Excellent. Right. What do I feel like doing? Let's do a Tanglewood Nightmare. So we don't always get it. I've had plenty of times where I've messed up Tanglewood, but we did it most recently at Tanglewood Nightmare. We managed to succeed by careful manipulation and checking of my sanity using the Ouija board. So that was really cool. Joseph Davis.
This is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left
Can
in
do all
hours.
those. So let's see how we go. Joseph Davis, huh? Let's see how we go with Joseph. And the camera, because the bone and the Ouija board are both present. We should be able to find them. Foggy weather. Joseph Davis, where are you? Give us a sign. Show yourself. I don't see the bone, and I do not see the Ouija board. No bone, no orbs. Joseph, where are you? Can you give us a sign? There's the bone. Joseph. And we've got a cupboard to hide in. So that's good to know. Also, what door did Joseph just touch? Joseph, buddy, I'm not sure exactly where that was, but thank you. It's nice to know that you're listening. Now, if you just want to show me those orbs so I can 100% the room this early, that would be fantastic. Okay, did you just throw a book coffee cup twice? You are currently in the lounge. Thanks, Joseph. I'm just going to go and find the breaker, and I'll be back in a second. Oh, and the Ouija board, because I need both of those. The Ouija board is not here, so it will be in the basement with the breaker. So we'll take this to the door, and we won't use it yet, but we'll probably use it later when we need to know our sanity and we need to possibly establish what kind of ghost it is. There are certain circumstances where it can be useful, but we shall see. Now I need assorted other equipment like that, and let's grab a spirit box. Why can't I grab a spirit box? Because I've still got a camera. Alright, we'll put the dots down. And we can turn some lights on because I haven't seen orbs, so I don't think it's orbs. Okay, he was in the lounge. It doesn't necessarily mean he's still in there. But he was in there. So yeah, in the next update, ghosts will have even more personality than they have now, and they will be more easier to elucidate via their behavior, to sort of make Nightmare a bit more bearable. Like, you'd only get 2 pieces of evidence and you can use the ghost behavior to guess. Sometimes that's something that you can do, and sometimes it's something that you can't. Sometimes, you know, you're left with 2 ghosts. It could be 2 ghosts. And sometimes, you know, there's only 1 ghost that it could possibly be because of something that it did, like hunt at 100%, which I believe the only ghost that can do that is Banshee. No other ghost can hunt at 100% sanity. 80% sanity, well, that's a yokai, or I think a Raichu can do it as well. A Raichu might be lower, might be like 70 or something. Demon is 70, and then you get how it reacts to the Ouija board, so the demon lowers your sanity less for both failed and answered questions on the Ouija board. The demon lowers your sanity less than any other ghost. The mayor, of course, can hunt if the room is dark. Yeah, things like that. So we've got all these little bits and pieces. So let's get that down, and I've still got the damn camera. I'm still trying to get a ghost photo, so... Does it turn the breaker off? Why does it look so dark? Is that a dining room? Kitchen? Might have to get some motion sensors in to check this one. Sometimes when you get ghosts like this, motion sensors are sort of your best bet. If you're not 100% sure where it is just yet, motion sensors. It'll let you track the ghost as it moves around and give you an idea of where it spends the most of its time, which will also let you work out which room is the ghost room by giving you like only a few rooms to check, and then you can go in there with a thermometer and check those rooms. Whereas, you know, you can walk around with a thermometer and check the entire house and never find the ghost. But a couple of motion sensors, and you can work it out much better. It doesn't appear to trigger any yet. I'm not entirely sure what door that was. Might have been in this one. I'll put one there and see. Yeah, I think it's moved anyway. I'm not sure that I probably didn't have the right room, and I think it, even if I did, it's moved. So we've covered a few. There we go. Yep. So it's just come out of the utility, gone into the lounge, come down the corridor. It's either now in the foyer or maybe it's gone all the way to the nursery. I don't know. Didn't seem to have any interest in the master bedroom, so I might move that one here. Should trigger that one and then that one. Yeah. Okay, so utility and garage appears to be more favored by it at the moment, so I'm going to grab this and that. Alright, so it's currently like right on top of me. Oh no, that's me triggering the motion sensors that I'm thinking of. Right, are you kitchen ghosts? Utility ghost. Nope. Garage ghost. Playing with a microwave. That's pretty cool. Garage ghost by the looks of things. Right, so don't need this one. Alright, so that was it just walking past, because that wasn't me, obviously. Dude. No fingerprints. Could be an Obake, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, we do know where he's walking, so another good thing that I can do is I can absolutely grab some footprint photos right now. Let's get some pills already. And we'll get a crucifix down. So it's currently in the garage, so I'm going to put a crucifix in the garage. We'll move our camera and our dots, and then we'll place some salt as well. Camera, dots, and the book. Do the salt after I go and check the van. Where is that UV torch there? Let's just see if it's an Obake. Maybe it's left fingerprints this time. So yeah, Obakes don't always leave fingerprints, so if you don't get fingerprints one time and then you get fingerprints the next time, well, an Obake is a good guess. Okay, well, it's not leaving fingerprints. That doesn't mean it's not an Obake. No. I think an Obake has to leave fingerprints. There's a thing because otherwise it would be impossible to find. So it's coded into the game that the piece of evidence that it can't hide is its fingerprints. Smudge sticks and crucifix. I don't know what my sanity is, but it should be pretty high. So that just dots on the very edge of the screen there. Might have been dots. And we'll watch for a little bit and see what we get. I don't know where the ghost is at the moment. And I'll have to trigger the motion sensors to let me know. And of course this is Nightmare, so it's an increased chance of wandering. They've lowered the chance of wandering since the original Nightmare update came out, but it's still relatively high on Nightmare mode. When you're on Nightmare, well, let's call it difficulty. On Nightmare difficulty, it's still quite a high chance of roaming. And you never know when it's going to do it. Alright, I don't know where it is. It hasn't triggered a sensor in a while. It might have moved again and be in an entirely different section of house by now. I'm going to try Spirit Box in the garage anyway. Oh, it knocked a picture off here. Must have been a while ago, though. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? I'm not sure it's here. Yeah, I think it's moved again. Damn. Alright, yeah, I was a bit suspicious when it didn't trigger the motion sensors for some time. And yeah, I think it's moved. And it started doing stuff over here by the looks of things, so I'm going to say nursery. Yeah, I've got a ping there at a low temp for a bit. I think it's the nursery. The nursery's getting cold. It's not very cold though. What about here? Could just be foyer. No, foyer's too warm. Bathroom. Boys' bedroom. Dude. Turning the breaker off was cheating. Ooh, okay, something got cold there. Was that the actual corridor? The lounge. Oh, now you've moved back to the lounge. Does look like it. Let's drop in. Alright, let's grab this. Put in one here, which is my little secret lounge one, because it works. Lets you know whether he's going in and out past the couch. Mostly works. It doesn't always work, but it mostly works. So let's see if I can see something like that, or if not. Oh yes, wait. Alright, he hasn't triggered anything. Still got no evidence. It's not freezing. I don't know where he is. Ah, now it's warm in the lounge. Where are you? It's warm in there. Definitely just triggered a sensor. This one? What about the basement? No. Kitchen. No. Dining room. Pretty sure it was this door that he touched, maybe. Foyer? If you become a foyer ghost. It's definitely colder here than anywhere else. I don't remember where I put that last thing. There's one. There's one here in this doorway, isn't there? There it is. And he's just triggered that one. That wasn't me, that was him. Let's put one there. I don't think this lounge one is working, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we'll put one... We've got one there. Let's put one here. Take that one and we'll put it there. And then we'll go check for a bit. Yeah, it's colder here than anywhere else in the house. I mean, it's not freezing, but it's cold. It's below 10 consistently. Okay, now it's warming up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he is. Appears to be jumping around a little bit. Just got to trigger that sensor eventually. I got nothing, Jerry. Some triggered emotion sensor. What is going on? Really not sure where he is. This helps. Is he throwing the breaker again? Looks like he's throwing the breaker again. He really doesn't want me to find him. So by keeping the breaker off, the temperature doesn't go up in the other rooms, so you can't use temperature differential to discover the ghost. I have no idea how long that was off, so I have no idea. Okay. It seems too warm here now, so he's moved again. Where is he hiding? Going back to the garage. Yes, he has. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? Alright, we've got ghostwriting. Motion sensors again. Sound sensors now not very useful anymore. Okay, let's see now if he's triggering motion sensors again or if he's just standing around in the garage. It's definitely cold in the garage, and we've definitely got the camera pointed the right way now. But I still haven't seen dots. There's definitely no orbs. We did get ghost writing. So a lot of tough ghosts. What else can I do? Get another camera angle probably. So, camera angle. Might need the second dots as well. Otherwise the second camera angle is not really going to work, and you can't see the dots from that angle. Alright, he did did trigger something in the foyer, so it's done. Oh, that could be me running through there. Alright, second camera angle. Can just see the dots. So we'll put the other dots in on that side of the car as well. And once again, by now, there's a very good chance that he's already moved again, because this is nightmare mode, and in nightmare mode, the ghost tends to do that just to be a pain. But we can always hope that that's not what happened. Not a high enough EMF, but he's definitely in there. I think a Barco's not a possibility, but let's just have a quick look. Nothing. So not EMF 5 yet. Let's see if we can get some assault photo or two just for the fun of it. Where's my camera? Don't want to get mare hunted just in case. I don't know whether he's left. It's still cold in there, so that's still his room, so he should be back even if he's not in there at the moment. But I think there is a chance that he's actually in there. So the other one, like the Obake, that must leave fingerprints, because otherwise it would be impossible to work out in Nightmare, is the Goryo. The Goryo must leave dots, because otherwise it would be impossible to work out in Nightmare. Because, yeah, there's nothing else to differentiate it from other ghosts. Its particular special behavior is related to dots. Same as the Obake's particular special behavior is related to fingerprints. So the Obake has the... Is it Obake or Unryo? No, it's Obake. The Obake's has the rare possibility of not leaving fingerprints. So it'll leave fingerprints sometimes, and then other times it just won't. Alright, that's all I've got, but that's enough. A couple more photos. Hugely worth it in Nightmare mode, because in Nightmare mode the multiplier is so high that like every photo is worth so much. It's just a hell of a lot of money in Nightmare mode. We'll take another pill. And grab a fresh camera. Why can't I? Oh yes, because I'm carrying that. It's not going to be that. We've checked. Yep, it's just going back into the garage. So now let's watch for dots. So long as it stays in there. It should give up the dots. If it's going to be dots. It seems to be sort of every 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, somewhere around that vicinity. If the ghost is in the room and it stays in the room, it has to do the dots once a minute. So if it's in there, because we've watched it go in there via the cascade of the motion sensors. It's been 45 seconds. So we wait and watch, wait and watch. Alright, so that's been a minute, or thereabouts, and we still haven't seen any dots. I'm going to say it's not dots. Or at least dots might be the one that it's hiding. Let's see now. What else have we got? EMF level 5 could be the thing. Could be... It's not freezing, or at least it's not hiding. It could be hiding freezing, but we didn't get freezing. We didn't get spirit orbs. We didn't get spirit box. And I haven't seen EMF level 5 yet either. Should leave that inside in case I need it. Weird ghost. Very difficult. Where's the phone? The phone's in the kitchen, right? Okay, EMF level 5. Cool. Is that Revenant territory? No. Spirit, shade, or myling? Shade. How does one differentiate a shade? There are multiple people nearby, so that's not really going to be easy. There's no way to differentiate that. I can only do that by controlling my sanity and checking for hunts. And it's just played with the car. So I'll have to go and turn that alarm off. And what was the other one? Myling. Well, myling is not that hard because we know that's to do with hunting as well. So we might have to get it to hunt and then try to survive, which I'm really bad at, but you know, I do know how. Did I drop my flashlight? Where did I drop my flashlight? No, I'll just get another one. Right. Let's try and cleanse the area near the ghost with smudge sticks and see if that helps. Alright, it's in here because it just came in ahead of me. So that should have smudged him. Oh, I think it just left again. Maybe. Why can't I pick that up? Oh, you're not allowed to carry 2 flashlights. Interesting, I didn't know that. Could be a spirit then. Alright, so we got the cleanse the smudge stick objective and we haven't got prevent the ghost from entering the crucifix. I reckon it's a spirit. Alright, so that's a viable hiding spot. That is not. But believe it or not, this is. So you can do that and hide in the curtain and the ghost won't find you. It's pretty cool when I first found out about it. Alright, so what do I do now? Do I get it to hunt or do I... It feels like a spirit. It's got that spirit feeling. Could go for more photos as well. Did grab a camera, didn't I? I think I did, but I don't know where I left it. Did I not? And I'm dreaming it. No, I left it here. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm going to try and get a few more salt photos, because they're the easy ones. Ooh, or I can get Ouija board photos. They're pretty easy, too. Let's get Ouija board photos. I can always just back out of the house real quick. Where are you? Oh, great. Where are you? Okay, so he's in the garage. How old are you? Ooh. How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Angry. How old are you? Where are you? What am I clipping into? It's like the ghost is standing behind me. Every time I try to back up, I keep colliding with something. It's really weird. Alright, so now we got all our photos. Now we just don't know what it is. But like I said, I'm of the belief that it's a spirit. Miling. Shade. What do I know about shades? Less chance of ghost activity in ghost events when more than one player is nearby. Well, that doesn't help. Lower chance of shenanigan hunt when more than one player is nearby, so that doesn't help either. More sounds on the parabolic mic. I've just destroyed my sanity. The house is too small to do the what's-his-face check. Alright, well I'll go to 50%. So I'll be at the edge of hunting and maybe I'll make it. Oh god, I can't carry all of these things. I don't think the parabolic mic works from outside. Alright, I'm on the threshold so I can get out if I have to. It's either just walked into the garage or just walked out of the garage. What I'm basically hoping for here is that I'm just going to hear a lot of talk. Missed me. Hey, where are you? Come and get me. I'm over here. Hello? Where are you? Alright. I don't think it's a miling, and I don't think it's a shade. I think it's a spirit. Oh, look at that. I've never seen that before, actually. Come on, dude. Hurry up. Okay, there, it's over. Alright. So, I don't know whether you can hear the footsteps from outside either. There's no point doing that. My sanity's too low anyway. So look, I'm getting a lot of sounds, but none of them are the myling talking. So I don't think it's a myling. So it's a shade or a shade or a spirit. It still feels more like a spirit. Could be a myling. Started flickering around the exact same time that I heard the steps. Could be that myling. Are you a myling? Maybe it's a myling. It should be doing the talkie, but I'm gonna go myling. I don't know whether it works from outside, but that's an interesting test. From outside, my equipment was disturbed at the exact same time that I heard the first footsteps. I didn't hear footsteps, and my equipment wasn't being disturbed, and then as soon as my equipment started being disturbed was the first time I heard the footsteps. So with other ghosts, you should hear the footsteps from further away than that. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. It hasn't used the crucifixes. That's a bit annoying. Close to a perfect game here. Nah. I'm gonna guess myling based on the sound. Alright, it's wandering around the kitchen and the dining room at the moment. Might have moved a room again. So based on the sound, I'm going to guess myling, and we're going to go with that, and we'll see what happens. The hardest one to go against. The Raichu is... oh, it's a shade. Yeah, well, there was really no way to sort of work out that it was a shade. Not in single player. In multiplayer, it would have been more obvious. But in single player, there's nothing. I'm not given anything. It does mean that my hypothesis about the myling was wrong, so perhaps because of the way the footsteps work when you're outside, it's not a fair test. I must remember that for the future. The hardest ghost to go against at the moment, in my opinion, is the Raichu, because it requires you to leave evidence equipment lying around, because dots is one of its things. I keep calling it Raichu because it sounds like Raiju. So you have to leave dots lying around to get it. You have to leave a camera lying around to find the ghost orbs, and you're probably going to drop your EMF somewhere. Okay, maybe you'll remember to turn your EMF off, but if you don't, you've left that on. So you're literally, to discover the ghost, you must empower the ghost. After that is still the Revenant, because the Revenant is still terrifying in a long corridor. Like there's nothing you can do, it's going to catch you. Yeah, I would say those are my two biggest fears. Other than that, the demons are so aggressive. Like they hunt so frequently. Like once you get below that 70% sanity threshold, demons hunt, and then they hunt, and then they hunt, and then they hunt. They are super aggressive, so you've got to keep your sanity high. And 75% isn't that low. That's like, even on single player, that's a couple of minutes of wandering in the dark and one ghost event, and you're in hunting range. And demons are active, so you're going to get those ghost events as well. While they're proverbially active, they're not always active. Sometimes you get a shy demon, but it's not heaps common. Goryo, not so bad. There's not really a lot that makes a Goryo that sketchy. They tend to stick to their room more as well, which kind of makes them handy. Hand to only the slightest increase in speed if it's cold. It's not that much. It's less than 10%, they reckon. Jin If the breaker's on, yes, it's a pain because once it's got line of sight to you, it zooms to you faster even than the Revenant, in fact. And then you kind of need to lose sight of it quick. But the thing is, once it zooms to you, that's it. Like it zooms to within a couple of meters of you, and then it slows back down again. With the mechanic of where the ghosts slowly gain speed, the longer they have line of sight to you, that speed gain doesn't get reset unless it's lost sight of you like twice, like 2 corners. It has to lose sight of you, go to where it last saw you, and then still not see you. Then its speed gets reset. It can make the Jinn a bit more powerful. Mare, again, like it's can only hunt at 60%, and only if the light is off. It's got ghost orbs, so the one exception is if you're still busy looking for the orbs and you've been in the map for a long time and your sanity's already low, you might get hunted by a mare, but most of the time orbs is one of the first things you find when you find the ghost room, and then you turn the light on because you no longer need the light off to find the ghost orbs. So a mare, not that powerful. It's more powerful in places like Asylum where there's a lot of rooms that simply don't have lights. There is no light. But I believe that rooms that don't have a light, i.e. there is no way to turn the light on, counts as a room with an on light for a mare. This hasn't been tested to the best of my knowledge, but I did read somewhere that any room that doesn't have a light counts as an on light for a mare, because I guess it was just more fair to the players that if there's no way to turn a light on in that room, you shouldn't be penalized by the mare. Miling, it's a miling. It doesn't do anything special except for the fact that when it's hunting, you can't hear that it's hunting until it's close enough to flicker your electronics. Most other ghosts, you'll know that it's hunting by the footsteps. You'll be like, oop, that's a hunt, because that's the only time you hear footsteps without a parabolic microphone is during hunts and when it steps in salt. So if you hear footsteps, you're like, well, it's hunting, and you can run away. A miling, you don't hear those footsteps until it's close enough to start triggering your equipment to flicker, at which point you're like, oh my god, it's hunting. Obake, again, reduced chance to leave fingerprints. Basically all they are is annoying. They are a massive annoyance that you don't get fingerprints, so you have to keep checking for fingerprints, because you've got an Obake, it might not have left fingerprints this time, but it might in the future. But then it's also kind of gives itself away, because every now and again it leaves the 6-fingered fingerprints, which is like, oh, you got that first time? Obake. Oni, there's not much about an Oni. I mean, it's hunting. It doesn't do anything special when hunting. It hunts at 50%. The chance to throw objects at great speed, it's a low chance, and you kind of need to watch it throw a whole bunch of stuff for a long time, and then you'll see it. More ghost activity events when there are more people nearby. Sometimes in multiplayer, that's super crazy. Like, all 4 people in the ghost room, and the ghost just goes bananas and does like ghost event, throws something, taps a window, touches a door, turns the light off, throws something, ghost event, like right on top of each other. So that can be pretty crazy, but again, it doesn't really affect much. Onryo, the whole fire thing is crazy. So for an Onryo, crucifixes work, candles, lit candles work as crucifixes. So if an Onryo is in a room with a lit candle and it tries to hunt, it can't hunt. It will instead blow out the candle, and that counts as a crucifix use. Therefore, its hunt goes on cooldown for 30 seconds. Now, if it's not trying to hunt, but a candle goes out, it can then initiate a hunt and can do so regardless of sanity. I don't know if it's regardless of sanity. Most people have said it's about 80%, but we're not sure. It might possibly be able to hunt at 100% if a candle goes out near it. But the flame needs to be extinguished on its own, or by the Onryo blowing the flame out, not by the hunt. Because if it tries to hunt, it then uses the flame like a crucifix, and that counts first. Which means that essentially with Onryos you have infinite crucifixes. So if you could put, if you know where it's hunting from, like what its ghost room is, and you put a bunch of put a bunch of candles in there and keep like the candles lit, it tries to hunt, it blows out one candle. It blows out a candle, which would trigger a hunt, but there's another candle, so it blows out that candle. Like if you see two candles get blown out at the same time, one of them was an Onryo blowing out a candle, which triggered its hunt, and then the other one prevented the hunt. So it kind of gives it away. For every player that's killed, the chance of the Onryo hunting when a candle goes out goes up as well. It becomes 100% after 2 people are dead. So if there's only 2 of you left, and a candle goes out, and the Onryo is within range of it, then it hunts immediately. So there is that as well. So it has some strengths, it has some weaknesses, but mostly the fact that you have at least four infinitely reusable crucifixes for an Onryo kind of weakens it a bit. At least 4 because from experimentation it appears that the house candles work as well. So if you've got 1 or 2 candles in the house too and you use them, like you've got 5, 6 crucifixes. I think 5 because I think they reduced the number of available candles in the house, and I think 5 is the maximum number you can get now. Phantom, again, the Phantom does nothing special. If you're looking at the ghost, your sanity drops a little bit faster, but I think that's only during ghost events. It can be harder to get away from during a hunt because of its the fact that it blinks a lot slower. It does give itself away in certain ghost events if you're quick. So if it does a ghost event and you take a photo and the ghost disappears, but you can still hear it singing or humming or making a noise and the heartbeat noise is still going, it's a phantom. So what used to happen is you would take a photo and the photo would say ghost and there would be no ghost in the photo. Now this is only really works for the host, because for everyone else there's lag disconnect and there's always the possibility that the photo that you can see registered after the ghost event finished, but the photo score was registered when the ghost was actually there. For the host, it's generally always the picture actually counts. But it's no longer like that anyway because they changed it because of that reason. Now, if you take a photo of a phantom, it disappears. It physically disappears. The ghost will appear in the photo, but if the ghost event continues beyond when the photo was taken, so you have to be careful as well, because if you take the photo and the ghost event ends, it can fool you into thinking it's a phantom, even though that was just the end of the ghost event. But if you take a photo and the ghost event continues, but the phantom is no longer visible, or the ghost is no longer visible, you had a phantom. Poltergeist. The poltergeist is just fun, because when you do see it throw multiple objects, it's awesome. Other than that, the poor guy's really got nothing going for him. He doesn't do anything special. He's kind of like the ghost that you like to get. It's like, oh, it's a poltergeist. He's going to throw lots of stuff and leave me lots of evidence, and if I'm quick, I can get lots of interaction photos. But other than that, he does nothing. Raiju I've covered, Revenant I've covered, Shade. Shade is a pain in the butt in single player, because the only way to differentiate it is mostly to do with multiple people. Other than that, it's a weak ghost, like it's just 50%. It does have a special ability similar to the Banshees that doesn't trigger a hunt. So the Banshee's special ability, if it triggers its special ability, it automatically knows where you were. Not where you are now, where you were. It places a marker exactly where you were standing, if you were the Banshee's target, that is. So it places a mark exactly where the Banshee's target was, and it starts walking towards that point from wherever it is. If you move, the marker doesn't move, it stays where it was. The Banshee then goes to that point for 20 seconds. If at any point during that 20 seconds it gains line of sight to you, then the Banshee immediately begins a hunt. Now the spirit, is it the spirit? Yeah, it is the spirit. Or is it the shade? No, it's the spirit. If the spirit at any point triggers its ability, it does the same thing. It marks exactly where you were and walks to that point. It doesn't stop at 20 seconds, nor does the Banshee actually. The Banshee will keep walking after the 20 seconds. It's just that after the 20 seconds, it won't trigger the hunt anymore. The spirit will walk to where you are. So it doesn't matter where in the building you are. if the spirit triggers its ability, it'll come walking towards you, and it'll end up in the room with you if you stay in that room. It doesn't then trigger a hunt or anything, but it's a weird special ability that it can sort of chase you down, which other things can't do. The twins often give themselves away if you're not on nightmare mode, because on the EMF chart it's relatively obvious. Like the EMF level 5 events, and heaps of them stacked one on top of the other. The twins are relatively obvious in that respect. Other than that, either twin can hunt. The main ghost is 10% slower than the decoy ghost. The decoy ghost is 10% faster than a standard ghost, and the main ghost is standard speed, I believe. What's that? What the hell is making that noise? Oh, is that someone outside with a vacuum cleaner or something? Must be. Or a leaf blower. Yeah, the twins generally, they give themselves away, but they're interesting because you get so many events and you get to see stuff happen. It's really cool. The Wraith also has a special ability that allows it to find you. When it triggers its special ability, it teleports to within 3 meters of you. It ignores walls. It doesn't travel the distance between. It doesn't have to walk like every other ghost has to walk. It just teleports to you. If you are below 50% sanity, or your team is below average 50% sanity, it can immediately generate a hunt after the teleport as well. Because the first thing it's going to do after the teleport is within, I think it's like 3 seconds, it's going to start its AI sort of decision tree again. And one of its first decisions is, do I do something or do I hunt? So if it's teleported towards you, it can go down the hunt path, go up under 50% and immediately hunt. So you can trigger a Wraith special ability and then a Wraith and then hunt immediately. The fact that it gives itself away with the footsteps in the salt, not that big anymore. It used to be sort of easier. I tend to take a lot of footstep photos with the salt, and I often do it before I've got all the evidence. So if I have got a Wraith on my hands and I don't know I've got a Wraith on my hands and I go to do the salt trick to get footstep photos, a Wraith can give itself away. And other than the fact that it can teleport and then possibly hunt, it's a weak ghost. It does nothing else. The yokai, I will say, is another one that I'm actually pretty scared of, because Spirit Box is part of its thing and it can hunt at 80% if you talk near it. So it's like the Raju in that it requires you to do something that's going to trigger the ghost. That's going to trigger the ghost to hunt. Oh yes, a Raju can also early hunt, so long as there's equipment sitting on the floor. So if there's equipment on the floor around a Raju, it can hunt earlier than it would otherwise. It has to be on, of course. But yeah, yokai, again, the fact that it requires you to talk around it and it can then early hunt makes it a little bit scary, but then it also has the downside that it can't hear you from far away. So you could literally be screaming your head off, and so long as you're like, I think they worked it out to be about 6 or 7 meters, which is like, there's almost nowhere in the game where a ghost is going to be 6 or 7 meters from you where it's not going to be able to see you. Like the other side of a wall, perhaps, it might be able to hear you and then come and check, but 9 times out of 10, the ghost is going to be able, a yokai is going to be able to see you before it can hear you. So calling out to it and trying to get it to follow you is a pain in the butt because it won't do it, and is an advantage because, you know, if you're really scared and making weird scared noises and your mic is open, well, it can't find you. So Yurei, you hardly ever see the Yurei special ability where it drains your sanity, but when you do, it's a pain. It's like, wow, what just happened? I was just standing in the room, the light was on, I was at 90% sanity, and I went out to the truck and I'm at 45. Because the Yurei can drain 40% of your sanity in an instant as a special ability. No other ghost can do that. It's not a ghost event. You won't see it happen. You'll just discover that you're at low sanity. It can then feel like an early hunting ghost, because you can be, like I said, you know, at 90%, the Yurei can trigger its special ability, lower your sanity by 40%. You lose 1% more because you're standing around in the dark, and bam, it hunts, and you're like, I was at 90%, this is a banshee. And then you go out to the truck and you're like, oh, it's not a bad, it's a Ure, because you know that it hit your sanity real hard somehow. It doesn't work so well against multiple people, of course, because the sanity is averaged out over everyone. Other than that, the Ure doesn't do anything special. Other than that, it looks like every other ghost, which again makes it one of the ones that is super hard to establish Ure Nightmare. What evidence does it share? So let's say you get freezing and ghost orbs. Yeah, there's no way to differentiate between a Hantu and a Ure. Let's say you get freezing and dots, and Oni and a Ure. Again, not really. I mean, you'd have to see the Oni do its special throw. I guess you could do the Ure test with the smudge sticks. So smudging a Ure stops it from roaming. It gets stuck in its room. So you could put motion sensors down, know that it's in the room, then smudge it, and then go and watch the motion sensors and see if it roams again. But that is random, because the ghost might have decided to stay in the room for 1.5 minutes. So yeah, that would be my tier level for all the ghosts. Now that I've sort of spoken through each and every single one of the ghosts, I might play one more before we go. And I am going to make it... we'll do another Tanglewood Nightmare. We'll just go again. And we'll see if it works again or if we die. Because we didn't get that one, so we might get this one. We'll see.
Alright, we're here.
Yeah, there's the screaming brakes of a truck.
Before starting the investigation. I've also written some notes on the whiteboard.
Alright, yeah, that's some sketchy,
Nothing to report, but it looks like
semi-horrible objectives. Once again, nightmare mode. We're not going to worry too much about objectives. We're just going to try and get the ghost to get some photos and get out. What was it? Paul Harris. Yes, Paul Harris. Alright, Paul. Let's see what we got. Paul Harris, where are you? Give us a sign. Show yourself. Don't see a bone. Cupboard is blocked, so don't use that one. No bone, no orbs. Definitely had a door there, but I don't know where or which one. No orbs, no bone. Alright. Turn that light on when I come back, because it's a good light to have on. No orbs. No orbs. No orbs, no bone. No orbs. Wasn't sure if that was the bone. No, that's a coffee cup. No orbs. No orbs. No orbs. No bone. No bone. No orbs. Sounds like a basement ghost. Maybe. No orbs. Turn the breaker on. Bone. And the ghost, I think, is in the basement. Maybe not. I heard things being thrown around. Nothing down here's been thrown around. Ah. Definitely in the lounge, because there's a coffee cup's been moved. Right. I didn't find the bone. The hell is the bone? I didn't find the bone or the board. Is there a board spot that I don't know about? we're supposed to be at... Okay, so it's blown that one. That's a bit annoying. It's supposed to be like nigh on impossible. Oh, there it is. No, it's not. It's a piece of carpet. It's supposed to be nigh on impossible for the bone to hide somewhere now. Like there used to be a bunch of places where the bone could get clipped into furniture or rugs and things and make it really hard to find. But supposedly with the new bone shapes, that's no longer possible. But I've had a few where... Oh, there's the board. I've had a few where I have not been able to find the bone. So, oh, there it is. Haha. Super obvious bone. And yes, I did see the Ouija board, so we'll take the photo of the Ouija board and take the Ouija board to the front door. I'll leave that one on. Now, it was in the lounge, and then it was here in the foyer, so it might be a foyer ghost. And it's blowing the lights, so I'll leave it there inside the door in case I need it. I'll leave the camera. It's been on probably long enough that temperature probe should do it. Get a motion sensor in just to see what we get. The nursery. Doesn't look like it's the bathroom. Not the boys' bedroom. The foyer itself is colder than the rest of the house, but not that cold. Oh, it's freezing. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get a EMF real quick. Get an EMF and a thing. I think I'm too late for the EMF. I don't reckon I'll get back in time. I might. It was close. I mean, it's that first cupboard. No, too slow. Alright, I should have been fast enough for fingerprints. So it's either an obake or it's hiding its fingerprints. Yeah, so it's foyer. Where is it? Where is it? Lounge? Lounge. Tends to play with a cup. Let's get a broader view. I'll leave that there. So obake or fingerprints are either being hidden or not part of it, so I don't know. My favorite is the Banshee because of its special ability, or my favorite ghost is the Banshee because of its special ability to hunt at 100%. I rarely get Banshees, and I haven't seen a Banshee hunt in a very, very, very long time. I recently asked both InSim and Psycho as well about like when was the last time you got a Banshee hunt, and they both admitted it had been a really long time since they'd seen a Banshee special hunt. It does happen, and it's super cool when it does. It's like, oh wow, it just hunted me at like 100% sanity or at 90% sanity. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Alright, I don't know where it is yet, so we might have to move some more stuff in. But yeah, they were... It's really cool when a Banshee does that, which makes it my favorite. But you don't see it much. It's a super rare thing to happen. Alright, that's not orbs. I guess dots will take some time if it happens at all. Ghost has to be physically present in the lounge for it to give dots, so that's an annoying one. Alright, now I was going to do the motion sensor thing, and I think I am going to do the motion sensor thing. It appears to be like the most useful thing I can do on the on Tanglewood, is absolutely to cover the room in motion sensors, so you can work out where the ghost is and where it's going. Alright, so it's just triggered a motion sensor, but I don't know which one. There we go. So it's either in the lounge or just left the lounge. No, we won't know until we've got some more sensors that it's actually where we can work out where it's going. You need to be able to track it across multiple sensors in a sort of in a cascade, otherwise you just don't know where the ghost is. So that should give us some idea of where it is and where it's going. Alright, yeah, so it's in the corridor now, in the foyer sort of area. So in a little while I'll probably go back and then go back into the lounge. Oh, now it's gone towards the kitchen. So it's not in the room, so I won't get dots because it's not physically in there. Yep, and now it's gone into the master bedroom. Oh, and now it's gone into the kitchen. Alright, it's not appearing to actually go back into the lounge. So what I will do is I will, let's make doubly sure. Okay, now I'm at 100%, cool. Or 95, I think. Let us... Alright. And another camera, there should be... Yeah, so it's walking backwards and forwards across there, which means I can put salt there and will almost certainly step in it. You know, I could get lucky, could be a wraith, and we'll discover it, but I'm going to try for some photos real quick. So... Oh yeah, freezing. I've got a piece of evidence. I forgot about that. Ah, can't be a wraith. Doesn't look like the twins. Oh, dude, don't do that. Oh no. I thought it was the breaker, but it's not the breaker, is it? Alright, it's just gone in there, so that wasn't... Did it just go in there, or did it just come out of there? It might have just come out of there. Okay, that was him walking into the lounge or out of the lounge, possibly. Can you give us a sign? I think I got all 5 there. Oh, and then he did it again. Ah, I might have been too late there. I guess we'll find out. Just knocked on the windows, no fingerprints. EMF level 2. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? I don't know where he is. Oh, now I do. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? No. It's either not Spirit Box or he's hiding it. I should have, yep, every last photo. So that will be a lot of money regardless. It's just going that way. I'm going to set up a, I'm going to get rid of some of these cameras. I'm going to set up a secondary, I don't need this anymore, or at least not until I'm going to be trying to control my sanity, if I try to control my sanity. I'm going to set up a secondary camera dots for places that he also spends a lot of time, and he seems to spend a bit of time in the corridor. So I'm going to set up secondary dots in this corridor. For when he walks up and down here. I no longer need that because I don't think I'm going to get fingerprints. I don't think it's an Abake. Abake is not that option anymore, so it's not an Abake. So, now you've got to sort of track the ghost, work out where he is, and then which camera is worth looking at the moment because of where he is. Alright, just gone to the kitchen, so that's no good, because I don't have a camera there to watch. So now we've got to wait for him to come back, and then we can watch the cameras, the appropriate camera. There's always a chance that he's changed ghost room, of course. Oh, I haven't put any books in yet. Alright, he should be close enough to the lounge to still trigger the dots. Nope, he's just left again. Oh, he's gone to the master bedroom. I don't have one in there, so that's no good either. He seemed to be spending more time in the foyer, but now he's not. Now he's in the foyer, so now I can absolutely change to that one. Watch for dots until he triggers it again. The exception is if he did something like went to the nursery or something like that. I don't know unless I move the motion sensors. Alright. Nope, he's just going back to the master bedroom. Alright, now I don't have any books in there, which I only just realised, so I'm going to put some books down. Walks through here a lot, so I'm going to put him there because it's just a good place. Where did the temperature go? Yeah, it's still freezing in here. Yeah, he literally just walked past. Okay, I don't know what he did, but it's EMF level 5. Which I think puts us in exactly the same spot as last time. Oh no. Not the twins. It's not the twins. Could be an Oni, Shade, or Jinn. The only way to test for the Jinn would be the super speed. Oni would have to be the epic throw. Only one twin triggers the motion sensors, so it's not that, and we haven't seen it do things in multiple places either, so I'm going to say it's not twins. Jinn, Shade, or Oni. This one's going to have to be a total guess. There's nothing about these that would make me think one or the other. And I don't want to do the hunt thing because there's no hiding spots in this one, so I'd be screwed if it hunted. It would actually just get me because there's nowhere to hide. Well, I think I'm just going to have to guess this one. Not the twins. It does feel a bit Oni-ish in that it gets more active when I'm close. Could still be a Jinn. Could still be a Shade. 1 in 3 chance. Let's go Jinn for the difference, just for the novelty. And see if that is it. Because I do need to end the stream. I've got things to do. But we did manage to keep the lights on stream. So, you know, there's some content being uploaded which shows people that, hey, I'm not dead. Shade. Damn.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
That's a real shame. Oh well, like I said, see, 220, mostly from the photos and the bone. So just so much money. You do get a lot of money. And that's on Tanglewood as well, the smallest map, so the multiplier is tiny. And I got as much as I get from doing everything on a medium map, like completing all objectives, finding the ghost, and getting a full book of photos. Right, well, that is going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could stay with you a bit longer, but I don't have that kind of time today, I'm afraid. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you're over on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the notification bell because it's super random when I go live and when I upload videos. If you're over on Twitch, hit that follow button. That's the one that helps me out the most over there. Keep watching the channel. Very soon there will be an upload of my drone flying around because it's just cool. Being able to fly my drone whenever I want these days is great. And yeah, it will show you actually some idea of what my new house looks like and what my new setup looks like. Once again, I must apologize for the echo in here. I will be doing something about it, but I need to look into how to do it and definitely do something about this ginormous window because it's a big window. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you in the next one.